All right, super fans, what's going on? So Pinchy out here, and so we're gonna give you guys a quick tutorial on how to wire tuck a Mark IV VR6 engine bay. It's very simple. What's gonna be difficult is rerouting specific wires into the cabin because you're not gonna have them anymore, or not anymore, but you're gonna have to cut them and extend them because some of the wires have to get away from the bay. And the main ones are going to be these power wires right here. There's going to be four in total. So you'll see here three, these guys, two of them which already come out of the engine bay themselves. We just got to unravel the main loom until about halfway right here, and then you can stuff them back into the car, and we're going to be able to use the fuse box that sits on top of the battery and put it underneath the dash and fix that. The hard part that we're going to have is the wiring that goes through the side of the fender. Now, this wiring is kind of the hardest ones to fix, or because you're going to have to unravel and extend. It's going to be a little difficult, but you guys will be able to figure it out. It's not that hard. Down here, what we ended up doing was grinding this main hole out enough so we can feed all the wiring through it. And you guys can see all the loom right here went right through it. You're going to have some of these pigtails that are much larger than others, and these are going to be the hard ones to transfer over. But again, you guys taking your time, you guys can put it in there. Once you get the loom transferred, what you're going to have to do is wrap a lot of this with a cloth wrap. You don't want this to get damaged, so you got to rewrap a lot of this stuff, just so you guys know. Right now this is strictly for mock-up purposes, so we still got a lot more to go. This is one of the four wires that I told you you're going to need to extend, and this is part of the alternator harness. This wire has to be either unraveled or extended. It's up to you in which way you want to go about it. If you extend it, you're going to run it back and down and into the engine bay and back into the cabin. That way it's out of sight, out of mind. And I label all my wires that I have to plug back into their factory location like this, and it's labeled 1. And the reason why we did that, if you look on the fuse box right here, you see them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where those go. So the next step that I have to do is finish up unraveling the rest of this loom right here and separate the looms to see if I can get more of it over here towards the hole and tuck it out and over. Once we get everything where it needs to be, then we extend. We do not just cut harness and extend. No. Reason why, because a lot of these wires still reach their factory locations. So we don't need to cut anything. What we have to do is figure out what needs to be cut. And that is one of the big rule of thumbs when a lot of you guys or a lot of people like to shave bays and do wire tucks. They just cut a loom and then they look at the entire loom and they're just like, oh my God, what did I just do? I mean, if you cut this entire loom, you're going to be in a world of hate and pain and agitation, because you have to label every single wire you cut. Even though they are color coordinated, there are duplicates in this loom, and it's going to cause a big headache because if you cross a wire, it's not going to work correctly. It's not going to communicate to the proper sensor, and it's going to give you a world of headaches. So instead, we unravel, see if we can just pull the wiring a little bit more and reach where we need to reach, and call it a day. If not, then we go to the junkyard, find this stupid harness on a car, cut it, and bring that back with you and use it as an extension. Plain and simple. And you only extend what you need. That's it. And that's why we are doing it this way, because it's easy to take your time. It's easy to figure out what needs to be extended, what needs to just be moved out of the way, and done. If you have a second harness, it will make life 100 times easier. believe me. And oh man, it's just gonna make life so much better. One of the harder ones that we're gonna have a headache with extending is this guy right here, this big dude. This guy is part of this one over here, and this one is on the other loom on this side. So we have to see if we can unravel this, which I can't, looks like it, because it's part of this other portion down here. So we have to extend this one to get to that one, or unravel this one and see if I can get it back up and over, but I don't think I will be able to. I'm probably just gonna extend that one, because this one only looks like it has like 6 or 8 wires in it, and it won't be that much work to extend. This will probably be the easiest one to do, to extend, and then just call it a day from there. This guy, pretty much, again, you have to unravel it, unravel the loom, and see how much longer you can, see how far back you can go, cut it. So go from here, go as far back on the harness that you need, cut it, and then take it and use it as your extension. I know I'm kind of going quick through this, but I just wanted to show you guys the process. It's super easy. On the driver side, on the passenger side, it's even easier. It's just these wires right here. All you have to do is grind this little hole. See this little hole right here? Just grind it and open it up just about 2-3 millimeters more, and everything passes through, and you just feed it over and across and plug it in. That's it. That's the easiest wire tuck in the world you'll ever have. It's just the driver side is what's, all the main looms over here, so it's a lot of work to do. So you guys will figure it out. I will show you guys the final process when we get to that spot. Thanks again, everybody, and have a wonderful day.